Friends, welcome to part 6 of Laravel 12 multi-vendor e-commerce series. So in this part, we are going to work on admin panel login and logout functionality with Auth guard. So we are going to take these steps in this video. We are going to update the admin login form in login blade file. We are going to implement the admin authentication using Auth guard admin. We will redirect after successful login and handle invalid credentials. We will add logout functionality to header blade file, and we will remove unnecessary sections from the admin panel header. We will also create a route for logout in web.php, and will update the destroyed function in admin controller. And finally, we will display the error message for invalid login attempts. Okay, so we are going to work on these points in this video. So basically, it's the admin login and logout functionality. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we are going to update the login blade file. We are going to update the admin login form in the login blade file. We are going to set its action. We will update it with the CSRF token, and we will update its input fields for email and password. Okay, so we are going to open the login blade file, and in login blade file we are going to update here the email as well as the password along with this form action. Okay, so this is the action that we are going to add admin login request. Okay, so we are going to create its route as well in our next step, but right now we are going to add this action. So after adding this action, we will also add the CSRF token, and we will modify the email as well as the password fields. You can also modify it like this, like name, type, and placeholder. Name and type, it must be in password. Okay, must be password. Like here, name is not here. Name we are going to add as password, and type is already password. So in the same way, yeah, name is email and type is email here. We're going to add here name equal to email, type email, and email, and transform to placeholder. Email placeholder is also required. Email, and placeholder here we are going to add here password, and here in sign in it's type submit, that is fine. Okay, everything else is fine. Okay, so let's come to the routes in web.php file. We are going to add the routes. Sorry, here we are going to add this for handling the login form submission. We are going to add the post route for login. Okay, so this is the route that we are going to add. Here we're going to add it like this. So there are two routes, two login routes here. One is for the get, and another one is for the post that we have just added. Okay, so earlier route is for the get. Here we are just displaying the login form, and this route is for the post for the login form submission. Okay, so here this we are going to handle the store function. We are going to add its logic in the store function. Okay, so let's update the store function now. In our next step, we are going to update the store function in admin controller. Here we will add the logic in which we are going to check the admin email and password. We are going to verify the admin email and password, and if the admin email and password are correct, then we will reach the to the admin dashboard. Otherwise, we will show the error message to the admin. Okay, so we are going to modify this function. Store function we are going to modify. So we are going to align it. So here you can see we will first get the data. Okay, and after getting the data, we are going to check with the auth guard admin. We will do the auth guard admin attempt. We will check its email and password, and if the email and password are correct, then we are going to return the user to the admin dashboard. Okay, here you can see that we are going to return the user to the admin dashboard. Here we are going to align the code. Okay, so in case the email or password is incorrect, then we will redirect the user. Then we will show the error message to the user, invalid email or password. Okay, so this is the store function, and now we are going to check with this with the correct credential. First of all, admin at the rate of admin.com, and password is 123456. It must redirect to the dashboard. Let's see. So it is not showing. I think we need to refresh it properly, and we need to check whether we have updated here and save the file. Yes, and now we are going to try. Yes, we able to redact, but here the auth error has come, so we need to add the use auth in admin controller. So we are going to add here the use auth at the top. Now we will try once again. So finally we able to redirect to the dashboard. Okay, so finally we able to redirect to the dashboard after logging into the admin panel with the correct username and password. Okay, so let's take the further step. Now we are going to update the header blade file. We are going to remove the unwanted code, and we'll also disable some of the code, and we'll add the logout option. Okay, so here first of all we are going to remove the unwanted code from here. So here we are going to first open the header blade file. Here we are going to modify. We are going to remove the following code. See, this navbar search is not required, so we are going to remove this code. And this menu body is also not required, so we are going to remove this as well. And we will disable the following code here, this one. We are going to disable this one, and this we are not required at this time. Maybe later on we may require, so we are going to disable this code. So, and we are going to add the logout option now. Okay, so here is sign out. We are going to search for sign out. So here it's the sign out, and here we are going to add the logout URL, and we are going to add the logged in admin name as well. Okay, and here is the name. Okay, so we are going to display the admin name who just logged in. Okay, so this one is not required for now, or we can simply add created at. Okay, here we are going to add members since admin user created at when we create this user. Okay, when we create this user. So I think now we are going to add the route for admin logout in web.php file. Here that route we are going to add inside the admin middleware as it's the protected route. Okay, so we will, this route will take us to the destroy function. So we are going to update the destroy function for the admin logout. Okay. So finally, we are going to update the destroy function here for the logout of the admin. So it will unset the guard session. So we will update this destroy function. Okay, so the guard admin will log out here and we will redirect the admin back to the login page. So finally, we are going to display the error message if something goes wrong in login build file. If the username or password is incorrect, then we are going to show this error. So this error div alert we are going to add here. Okay. So finally, our code is ready. Now we are going to test it. Let's see. Let's refresh it once, and here you can see the unwanted code is moved away. And here we are going to click on sign out. Here we are able to sign out as well. Now I'm going to try with the incorrect username or password. I will fill some wrong password and we'll try to log in. And here the message is coming incorrect email or password. So it's working fine. Now I'm going to log in with the correct email and password, admin at the rate of admin.com. Password is 123456. Yes, we are able to log in now with the correct username and password, correct email and password. Okay, and here we are displaying the Amit Gupta name as well. Member also it is coming member since. Okay, date and time is also coming here. So here also we are going to display the name. So we are going to display the name here as well. This one. Uh, Here we are going to search this one. Alexander. Here we found it. Okay, it's in the dashboard file. Okay, so now we are going to copy from here. We're going to show there the name and we're going to check here. It is not coming. I think other places must be having this name. Okay, so here as well and here as well. Now we are going to check. So here it has been updated as well. Okay, so here also it's updated. Here also it's updated with the sign out link as well. So we are not required this message as well. We can disable this one as well. So we can disable in header bit file. See here. Okay, so message drop down. So we can disable this one as well. Uh, we need to disable it. If it is not possible to disable in CSS, then we are required to do it with PHP. If client side is not working, then we need to add the server side command. Okay, so here, see, now we able to disable it as well. Okay, now it is simple. This one is just for making the screen big or small, and this one is the name is coming. Image we will add later when we will work on the admin details. Okay, so now it seems to be working fine. Okay, admin login and logout functionality is ready. You can able to log in with the correct username and password. Right now we keep it as admin at the rate of admin.com as email, and password is 123456. Okay, you can able to log in. If you will fill the incorrect username and password, then it will show you the error, and we can log out as well. We can simply log out from here as well. Okay, so that's all for now. So in the next part we will work on validating the admin login using validators class. Okay, and we're going to add the custom request validation. So two things I promise in the beginning of the series: one is the request and one is the services. So in the next part we are going to add the custom request validation for admin login form, and after that we will also work on services as well. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.